Cross check whether you guys can hear me. Then I will start with the today's live. Actually, today we are going to talk about the PostgreSQL DBA, but just give me a minute. Okay, let me cross check whether you guys. Okay, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that everyone can hear me, and I will just start. Just give me a minute. Okay. Looks fine. Okay, looks fine. And let me check the chat also. Fine. Okay, 1 minute. All right. So you guys can hear me? Can you please let me know if you guys can hear me so that I can start with the today's topic? Can you please confirm me once? Guys, can you hear me? Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So let's get started. Okay. So today I'm going to talk about a very interesting database. We called it as a PostgreSQL database. Normally, you might have heard about the Oracle database, you might have heard about the SQL Server database, MySQL database. So basically, when we say the RDBMS database, when we talk about the RDBMS database, we have multiple databases are available in the market. Among that, PostgreSQL DBA is also very famous, very popular, and I can see that many vacancies are coming for this PostgreSQL DBA. I'll tell you the reason behind that. The main reason behind the PostgreSQL DBA is the main reason behind the PostgreSQL DBA is it is an open source database. Generally, when we compare it with the Oracle database, the main challenge that we observe with the Oracle database is it is costly. Okay, so if we have a small business where they want the database for the transaction purpose, but they cannot afford the cost of the Oracle database, so in that time they will go with the PostgreSQL DBA. Oracle is definitely good in terms of security, in terms of the support that you are getting. Since it is an open source database, we get the support, but we cannot get the support from any company which is free of cost. So if you want the support for PostgreSQL DBA, then generally we need to rely on the companies like EDV is there, then we have Percona is there, or if you are using the PostgreSQL DBA on cloud, then the cloud vendors are also providing you, support. But again, all those supports which we get for the PostgreSQL DBA are not free of cost. You need to pay a lot of charges. Compared to the Oracle, it is less only. When we say PostgreSQL database, since it is an open source database, now there are some of the limitations are also there. Now in order to fulfill that limitation, there are some people, they have come up with some sort of extensions also. Like, for example, I'll tell you one example. Normally in Oracle database, if I want to do the auditing, like who has performed the DML transactions or DDL transactions, who has accessed this table, who has dropped this table, who has deleted some of the records, so we have a concept called auditing is available in Oracle database. Here in PostgreSQL database, for that we can use the multiple extensions. So inbuilt, like if you say that inbuilt in the PostgreSQL database, auditing is not available. But yeah, there are some of the extensions are available, like PG audit extension is available. By using that, you can use the PostgreSQL database for auditing purpose. Let's say you want to do some type of performance related improvement, you want to know. Let's say you want to know that what are all queries are there which are consuming my more CPU, which what are all queries are there which are available for long running queries are there. So normally in inbuilt PostgreSQL, it is quite difficult to, you know in the native feature, it is quite difficult to get to know about this information. But yeah, there are some extensions are available, like you can use PG stat statement is there. This is one of the famous extensions normally the DBA people are using. So all these extensions, since it is open source, so all these extension you can use with your native plus the combination of extension is really good. And this will fulfill most of your requirement whenever you are using the PostgreSQL DBA. Again, I have seen many projects, they are getting migrated from Oracle to PostgreSQL also. Like for example, let's say you want to migrate from, for example, let's say you want to migrate from Oracle to PostgreSQL. Consider that you have a database with the name Oracle and you want to migrate to PostgreSQL. Then there are certain extensions are available like Ora to PG, which is also open source, free of cost available, and most of the people are using that and they are enjoying these extensions also. Again, the support is also available. Again, if you want to do the migrations in cloud, let's say you are using the AWS cloud, and AWS is also providing a lot of services. By using that, you can do the migrations. Like let's say you are using AWS DMS. Along with that, if you want the real-time transactions to be replicated, so you can use AWS DMS and SCT. The combination of this, which will help you to migrate the database from on premises to the cloud, homogeneous as well as heterogeneous, is also supported. Small level of migrations you can also do by using the PG admin also. Like this is also one of the tool. Small level of migration you can do by using this one also. So yeah, multiple migration tools and technologies are available whenever you are dealing with the PostgreSQL DBA. um, if you want to install this PostgreSQL, we have multiple platforms are available. Like let's say you want to install the PostgreSQL database on Mac. Normally Mac is not supported by Oracle, but here you can use Mac operating system, you can use Windows operating system, you can use Linux operating system. So most of the operating system are supported by the PostgreSQL database only. um, normally in real-time production environment, if you want to do the database administration or you want to use PostgreSQL DBA, people will prefer to go with Linux, or Windows is also quite famous. Again, the overall architecture will be looks like this. So first of all, you are going to install some operating system. Under that, you are going to install the PostgreSQL server, which will be your instance. So you'll get the instance, and under that you will have your multiple database. Like let's say there is a database called DB1, DB2, one more database which will be getting created automatically. We call it as a Postgres. So this Postgres database you will always find. Two more databases are there, like template database are there. We call it as a template 0 and template 1. These two databases you will find. So basically, when we talk about the PostgreSQL architecture, um, you will have a PostgreSQL instance. You will have a PostgreSQL instance, and this will be managing your multiple database. Like let's say you have a DB1 database, you will have DB2 database, and you will have DB3 database. So you have a single instance, and under that instance, you like this database instance is managing your multiple database. In PostgreSQL database, you do not have a functionalities like can I stop only this database or this database or this database. That is not possible. If you stop this particular instance, let's say you stop the PostgreSQL instance, so this will stop your all the databases which are attached to that particular instance. So how to stop it? Like if you want to stop the instance, so simply you can fire like pg_ctl. This is a utility which is quite useful. If you want to stop, so you can say if you want to stop pg_ctl stop, and you need to mention the data directory. Like I'll give the variable name as pg data. So if you want to start, you can start like this also. So here three options are available. You can start it, you can stop it, and you can reload it also. You can reload it also. When to use reload, like I'll tell you one reason behind that also. For example, let's say you are changing any configuration. Okay, let's say you are changing any configuration. Configurations means what? Like let's say you are changing any parameter. Generally, in PostgreSQL database, if you compare it with the Oracle, like we have parameter file is there, ESV file, P file. Similar way, we have a configuration file is there. That configuration file we call it as a PostgreSQL.conf. PostgreSQL.conf. This is one file. So in this configuration file, there are multiple parameters are there. Like for example, there is a parameter called max_connection. Let's say there is a parameter called max_connection is equals to 100. So it means to my PostgreSQL database, there are maximum 100 users can connect. How many users can connect at a time? There are 100 users can connect at a time. Okay. Now consider a situation that you want to change this parameter from 100 to 200. Like 100 is just a minimal value. I want to change it to 200. How to change that? If you want to change this parameter, there are two methods are there. You can directly use VI editor, or if you want to use alter system set. And what you want to do, I want to make it max_connections is equals to, let's say, 200. Whenever you are changing the parameter, again two more things are there, like do you need to restart the database services or whether it is a online activity. So that is also depending upon the that is also depending upon what type of parameter it is, whether it is a dynamic parameter or static parameter. How to check that? Go to the pg_setting parameter. There is a context is there. There is a column called context. So if the context is postmaster, like for example, if the context is postmaster, then then you need to restart the database services. Otherwise you don't need to restart the services. But in PostgreSQL database, whenever you are changing the parameter, you need to reload the configuration. When you say reload, it means, okay, if you are using any configuration file and you made some changes into this configuration file, so you need to reread that. You need to reread that. So that time, no need to stop, only reload. Reload means read the configuration file again, because you have made some changes into that configuration file. So you are reading it again. There is a difference between stop and reload. People are many times asking that what is the difference between all those things. So that is also very important. Okay, so I'll talk about that. But till now, whatever we discuss, are you people understanding it? Yes, can you please let me know in the chat option? Like, can you please let me know? Can you please let me know in the chat option whatever we are discussing? Are you people understanding? Okay. 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 I see Prakash is saying yes. Rakesh is saying yes. Chetan is saying yes. Lots of people are understanding it. And nice. I'm just thinking. I have some free time, so I just thought like okay, come कि भैया आओ थोड़ा टाइम पास कर लेते हैं आप लोग के साथ में. इसलिए मैं आया. तो बताओ आप लोग को समझ में आ रहा है कि नहीं? Are you people understanding, whatever we're discussing? And just giving a heads up about the PostgreSQL. Many times, people are also asking me like, just like in Oracle, we have data card is there, rack is there. Like, do we have all such concepts are available in PostgreSQL? In PostgreSQL is also providing the high availability, PostgreSQL is also providing high availability. Like, there are some high availability concepts are there. Like, for example, let's say there is a concept we call it as a replications. PostgreSQL also support the replication. For example, let's say I have my server which is available in Mumbai location. Okay, in the Mumbai location, this is my database server. Under that, I have my multiple database are there. Okay. Now consider that this Mumbai location is my production server, and this is very important. I my all the data which is available under this database should be very important. And but let's say because of Mumbai is very famous for flood, right? Let's say we got some flood related issues in the Mumbai location, so you will not be able to access your applications because you do not have access to the server. So so what you will do in that case, we will try to replicate this. I'll do one thing like, let's replicate all this data into the Pune location. We are not doing it now. Initially only we need to decide that okay, this is my primary server, so I'll consider that this is my primary server. Okay, and I will have my standby server here. So this is my Pune location, and this is also have same to same setups like db1 and db2. So primary is like, where the all the users will be getting connected. Like whenever you want to access and you want to perform your read and write operations. Read and write means, let's say you want to insert some data, you want to select some data, so everything will be done from the primary side only. And this configuration is designed in a such way that whatever DML or DDL transactions you are performing on primary, everything will be getting replicated on standby. How? With the help of your wall files, because your wall files are, wall data is going from primary to the standby. So if you are inserting, let's say you are creating table, you are inserting some data, so automatically, the table will be getting created and it will be replicated on standby. On standby side, it's not like, the standby will be, you are going to promote it to the primary. Let's say there is something went wrong to the primary and your primary has been crashed because of any disaster situation. So this standby you can just convert it to the primary side also. This standby you can convert it to the primary side also. um, it's not like, you are just using this standby at the time of disaster only. Meanwhile, you can use this standby for your read only operations. Like, let's say you want to use it for backup purpose, you want to use it for reporting purpose, so you can use your standby also. That is also possible. So yeah, that's how these things are pretty much important. Again, like, those people who think that okay, I want to start my journey into the PostgreSQL DBA, so definitely you can reach out to the Learnomate for PostgreSQL DBA training also. Okay, because PostgreSQL is having a lot of demand in the market, so those people who are interested, they can reach out to us on the email ID info@learnomate.org. So here you can email us learnomate.org, or you can also WhatsApp us on 9325408926. So on this number also you can WhatsApp us. Okay, so yeah, so that's how, I just thought like, since I was having some free time and you people are also subscribing us, share this information with your friends, colleague, and let's quickly jump into the class. There I will show you everything practically. Again, I will keep uploading the videos on the YouTube channel also, but again, The thing is, like, we are coming with the new batch of PostgreSQL DB, and from tomorrow we are starting the Oracle DB also. So those who wish to start the career into the Oracle DB or PostgreSQL DB and OCI, Exadata, ExaCC is their data engineer, and multiple other courses, reach out to the LearnMate. We have offline center available in Pune, Wakad location. You can visit our office also. You can visit me personally there. Thank you so much for listening me. Have a great day. Have a great weekend, and please share this with your friends. Thank you so much.